started drawing when I was really young, so I remember every Saturday I would still be in my pajamas and I would just go grab the box of crayons and I'd go downstairs and I'd just start drawing all day. I always gravitated towards it when I was a kid. I remember like one of our main toys was an easel. Yeah, the very first tattoo I ever did was on myself. It was actually the very beginning of this year. In January, I caught COVID, and so I was in my bedroom bored for a week. And so I already had my machine, and I was like, I'm just gonna give myself a tattoo and see what happens. And so I gave myself one on my foot. It's just a flower in a pot. It's really faded now. I did it in orange for some reason. I was excited because I have always wanted a tattoo. Even I remember when I was 16, I was looking at videos like how to be a tattoo artist on YouTube and everything like that. And so I decided, you know, I'm just gonna do it. But like as I actually had the needle up to my foot, it was really hard to actually begin and put the needle into my skin. But once I did that, it was a breeze. In terms of art, I would say I really like cartoony stuff. I like a lot of color. I enjoy playing around with shapes. I don't really go for realism too much, but when you see an artist's interpretation of the world, I think that's when it starts to get special. So usually when a client asks me for something, I assume they're coming to me because they like my style. So I usually always put my flair on it, or else, you know, I don't want to be somebody who's just copying what everybody else is putting out. I want to be original and put my own stuff out there. So usually I'll have an idea that pops up in my head and I'll sketch it down either in my sketchbook or my iPad. Depending on either, that's how I'll start tracing it once it's done, like fully finished as a drawing, and then I'll start tracing it onto a piece of paper. From there, you'll make your stencil. You clean your station, shave the person up, clean them up, make sure that the stencil's on right, that they like the stencil. Once that's all done, you just start tattooing. Once the tattoo's done, make sure you clean them up, make sure the client likes it. If they want anything fixed, make sure you ask them, and then bandage them up and send them on their way. I would say usually music. I have dreams that sometimes inspire me artistically. Mostly my inspiration is though like a drive to say at the end of the day, like 30 years down the line, I can see myself comfortable, you know, living my dream of being able to put art on people's bodies and living comfortably from that as well. I really want to become a tattoo artist. That's my main end goal. But with that, you know, there's a lot that comes with that. I think that being a tattoo artist is not just drawing on people's skin and putting art on there. It's understanding your client and understanding that this is going to be with them for the rest of their life and making it a special moment and recognizing like this is art that's basically furnishing their body, furnishing their home. To be able to do that for somebody and not just for someone like a random stranger, I think that would be amazing to do. I don't mind if it takes a while, so whatever I can do to get me by financially, I don't mind, as long as, you know, I know that once I'm in a place that I am happy with and comfortable with tattooing, that I can switch over to full-time on that and really make some things that make people happy. Motivating myself enough to know that I'm still a beginner, so it's okay that my stuff isn't great yet, and of course there's going to be people there who are really amazing tattoo artists and they've been practicing for years, but it's really hard not to like compare yourself to that. So I think that's the hardest thing for me. My favorite part is probably connecting with so many people in a different way that I've never connected with them before. Now my new thing is when I meet a new person, I'm like, do you like tattoos? Would you like one? And that's a new bonding moment that I have with people instead of like, oh, let's go out to eat or something. It's let me put some art on your body.